multiplayer. Right, better double check. Yes. Whether or not the game should automatically stop time when targeting area of effect spells and abilities. Yeah, I guess. Whether or not the game stops time automatically when switching to the tactical camera. I guess we'll see what that's like. Hide helmet, yes. Controls, account, let's make sure that's yellow. Hello, how's it going? Let's make sure let's see how that goes. Let's turn it down again if we need to. Probably going to regret this, aren't I? Hopefully, we are good to go. Just got to restart the game apparently to make sure the changes are saved. Can't believe we're on the third game already. Then again, I have played it non-stop for a few weeks now. Like, in the last 30 days, I've only not streamed, like, 5 days or something. Might even be 4 days by today. Dragon Age Inquisition automatically saves data. When this icon is displayed, please do not close the game. Yeah. Let's see how much auto-saving this game does, shall we? Because if it's anything like the other games... Right. New game. Male, right? Human. Humans are the most numerous and powerful race in Thedas. They are also the most divided politically and seem to thirst for conflict. Human characters receive a bonus ability point at the start of the game. Elf. Elves are historically oppressed people, distinguishable by their lithe frames and pointed ears. Though most survive in the poorest fringes of human cities, others live as nomads known as the Dalish. Elves receive a bonus of 25% to ranged defense. Dwarves. Dwarves are short, stocky, and most spend their entire lives underground. Those exiled to the surface are often merchants or smugglers. Because dwarves have no connection to the Fade, they cannot be mages, but receive a 25% bonus to magic defense. The others are boring. Okay. I'm surprised you can play as a Quinari. The Kunari are a race of horned giants who follow a strict religious text known as the Kun. Those who have abandoned its principles are known as Talvashoth and often work as mercenaries. Kunari characters get a bonus 10% physical damage resistance. I didn't click that. I clicked the arrow. Elves we are. Rogue dual wield. Rogues are fighters who rely on speed and agility rather than heavy armor, using skill and advantageous position on the battlefield to deal incredible damage. They may get up close and personal with daggers or strike from a distance with arrows. Archer. Rogues are fighters who... Okay, it's the same text. Okay, I get it. So we've got dual wield, we've got archer, two-handed, weapon and shield, and mage. So basically the same options as before. We're of course going to go dual wield again because that's all I ever seem to do at the moment. And I regretted not doing it in the last game I played in Origins. Not Origins, Dragon Age 2. What am I saying? So we're going to do dual wield again, I think. Yeah. For players interested in balanced but challenging gameplay experience, this setting is recommended for most players. For players new to role-playing games or those interested in a purely narrative focus, combat will provide minimal challenge. Ooh, hold up. No. Hang on, stop. Back. Dalish Hunter. Hang on, so do I get options here? Oh, so this is just telling me what I am. Okay. Enslaved long ago by humans, most elves still live as second-class citizens within human cities. Elves who reject this life are known as the Dalish, nomad wanderers who strive to keep the ancient elven religion and traditions alive. You are raised in the wilderness to be a hunter, relied upon by the Levelan clan for food and protection. The clan wandered the northern free marches and had little need to interact with humans until the clan's keeper sent you to the Chantry's conclave as a spy. What happened there, she said, would impact not only the Dalish but indeed all elves. She could not have known how right she was. Sweet. Yes, I want to import. Import successful. 632. UTC plus, yeah, so that's from 20 minutes ago. Okay. Confirm. So do we get a roundup or anything like that? Your character's attributes are strength, dexterity, magic, cunning, willpower, and constitution. Each affects 2 stats. Check the character record for details. Some warrior abilities generate guard on themselves or on their allies. Characters with guard will lose it before their health. Oh. We can actually see what's going on. Okay. Lol, no. Oh. Trust me, he'll look completely different once you're done creating him. Okay. No. 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 Actually, maybe. Nah. 4, 1. I assume you can just customize it anyway. But that's okay. Welcome to Dragon Age. Yeah, I mean the last 2 games did exactly that, I guess, so. Don't know why I'm bothering, because you can customize it anyway. Come on, give me a name. Are we just going to use this name? Needs customize first, don't I? Okay. These bars feel a little more Mass Effect-y. Ooh. You're not gonna get Femme Inquisitor voice. Why? Because I'm not female. Why? What? Does it sound better? I'll go female if it sounds a lot better. Suppose I can play it another time. Eye color. Can we zoom in? Let me zoom in, please. I mean, at least we can zoom in a bit, I guess. Eye color really doesn't matter because you really don't see it anyway. Hair. Can you? %90 is male bold hairstyle. I should go with man bun. True, actually, I see what you mean. Bold or very nearly bold. Let's go with the bun. Oh yeah, we could go like white again or something. Bun. Really?
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
You leave me no choice.
There's literally only two options.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
I just hope I can help.
You leave me no choice.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Okay.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
You leave me no choice.
You leave me no choice!
I just hope I can help.
You leave me no choice. You leave me no choice. You leave me no choice.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest. You leave me no choice!
Oh, I don't know which one I want.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
I just hope I can help.
You leave me no choice!
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Here we are into the... Wait. Oh! Okay, this is cool. I like this. This is better editing. Did I have DLC for Inquisition? I'm not actually sure. I think so, actually. Hang on. Oh, manage my 15 DLC. Deluxe content, Destruction multiplayer, Dragon Slayer multiplayer, Flames of Inquisition. Trespasser is a must. Official soundtrack: Trespasser, The Descent, The Black Emporium, Spills of the Canary, Spills of the Ava. Yeah, it looks like it's all there. It's all installed. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. No, you won't try. You will. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we could go like red. You should be able to add like a hex code into this. Oh, you just scroll. Okay. Inner. I'm definitely liking the the customization on this a bit more. He's saying as he looks at the quite awful noses. Wait, you've ruined it for me. You're saying there's rolling dogs. Aww. Sad times. I mean, good times, but it's all ruined and spoilers. No, there's no dog. Would be if there were dogs in this game. Wait, so you're spoiling the fact that there isn't now? Alright, I'll shut up. Nostril size. Broken nose. Wait, what? Huh. Actually, I quite like that one. Let's have that one. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, that's the tattoo from before. Ooh. Like that. That's nice and simple. Huh. Oh yeah. Thanks. I mean, do I want... I suppose a little bit wouldn't hurt, actually. Because why not? I mean, to be fair, you've probably gone through these troubles before, let's face it. Why isn't it working? Oh, wait. Under eye. Look like clown makeup. Did you just not touch it again after that then? Dark red and barely visible, fair enough. Red's got to be the option if you're going to go colourful anyway. Exactly. Oh. Nah. Okay. Oh, okay. Hang on. What do we reckon? What do you reckon to that? I want to change those eyebrow colours though. Don't like it. Under eyes. Style position. That was just the shape, wasn't it? Can we change the color? Hair color. Oh. Okay. They both look as bad as each other, the black and white ones. It's weird that you can't change both. Like a light brown? Light brown eyebrows, that is. Oh. That could be acceptable. Not quite the white hair, though, is it? No, that's acceptable. It's not like this, though. Can't please everyone, I guess. We'll go with that. That looks better than the white with weird colour. So I think I've done it now.
I just hope I can help.
I just hope I can help.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
How much is this going to cost me exactly? I think I'm happy with this. What do you reckon? Big ears, like. What did you say to name him? Bun Bun. Or go home. Bun Bun or go home. Or go home, okay. Go. Go home. You had to expect that from me, come on.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
I didn't see the option. Oh yeah, wait, no, it's up the top, look. Unless it's just only that bit it's telling me about. Click to select a response on the dialogue wheel, or press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to quickly select responses by position on the wheel. I like how it gives you the options of clicking or doing numbers this time. Everyone died. Look at the icon. Oh, the icons as well. Okay, so these icons do matter again, right? Okay. And roleplay, of course, of course. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You think I did it?
You think I'm responsible?
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need him, Cassandra.
Some dialogues give you the opportunity to respond emotionally to situations. When these opportunities appear, special icons will highlight them. You Warden's Bay, yeah. Hang on, so... Okay. So there's going to be many different icons now, isn't there? So that's like a sad one. That's like... Ooh. It's like, oh yeah. And then we have... defensive, that's it. I knew what I meant by going... But... let me go.
Whatever you think I did, I'm innocent.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me. But then...
Go to the Ford camp, Liliana. I will take him to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that.
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
Okay. How could it stop this?
You said it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I'm guilty?
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
Do I have a choice?
So I don't really have a choice about this.
None of us
course
has
she
a
does.
choice.
I like how it says straight away what it did to your what your choice you know what I mean.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did,
No, neither do I.
until the breach is sealed.
I have to check it out in a minute. I would now, but I have a feeling it'll skip
There will be a
scenes.
trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something.
Right. Oh, I didn't think I ever saw these options. Did I see these options? I don't remember friendly fire ever being on the options back along, as in the from the. I know what I mean. Where is subtitles on this thing? Audio. That doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess it kind of does, but it doesn't make sense. Oh, subtitles on. Wait. Conversations only, conversations and ambient. I'm gonna see what it's like with ambient on. That's literally what you said, word for word in DA2. Well, maybe that means something then. Voice chat behavior. Oh, that must be for multiplayer, right? Yes, confirm changes.
Smaller than the breach.
Q strafe. You also look around by holding that, moving the mouse, by looking at the mouse, you can strafe. A and D. Indeed. Can we go now? Let's go.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness of us.
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
The icon on the compass indicates the quest destination. Okay. Access the quest map by pressing M. It's gonna be all the usual, isn't it? Okay. Does pressing tab show things again? Or is there a button to like show up things like there was in 2? Because because it would show names above the head usually.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther Stay behind me!
See? Yeah. Hey, it's Legion. Basic attack, press R. Or, oh, you can press R to attack. Okay. Wait, have you got... Or hold R. Wait. So, they won't keep attacking now.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
I mean... You need to... They undone the game since 2, sorry. So you've got... That's silly. I mean, like, it was annoying at times when they would automatically attack, but there was times where it was pretty useful that it automatically attacked as well. I know! I need this weapon.
A demon attacked me. What was I supposed to do?
You don't need to fight.
Are you saying it won't happen again?
You're right. I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless. I should remember you did not attempt to run.
Exactly.
Take these potions.
Press
Maker knows what we will face.
9 to
Where are
consume
all
it.
your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
2 seconds. Sorry, had to work out what that was with the door. Right, get to the rift. Oh, loot. Oh, so it just says that there's loot. Will it do the same with like the dead enemies and stuff? Will it always say that there's loot? Do I have to buy backpacks again? Right, to open inventory. Okay, armor. Equipped by Bun Bun. Oh, so it shows the stats here, that's cool. Scout hat. Ooh, destroy. Okay. Helmet's light armor, medium armor. Ooh. Weapons, armor, accessories, upgrades. Sweet. Is there a whole backpack system, or is it just literally, oh. Okay. 1 out of 60. I assume that's the amount of items I can have, 60. Okay. Oh. I clicked. That's gonna be a problem. My mouse can go out of the window area. That's all. Abilities consume mana and stamina for powerful combat effects. Most abilities require time to pass before reuse.
There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Oh, we can actually jump as well.
One down!
Yeah, I noticed. It's running. Hang on. Oh, that's how you pause the game with control. Okay.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
Not sure how I feel about that, having to actually go up and run into them. No, it's control. Oh, effort, right? It's just going to take a bit of getting used to with the new mechanics.
Ah! They're falling from the breach!
You like actually. Visually, it looks loads better. Maybe we're going the right way. Ooh, elf fruit. Control to view. Gather herbs and metals out of the wild. You can use them to craft. Smoothness of certain characters. map's quite cool. Up here.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
I like that you can actually jump. Okay.
Quickly! Before more come through!
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
Uh, I did that?
I closed that thing. How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
I'm looking.
Meaning
I'm looking.
it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
They look almost real. It's quite cool. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 this side. Okay, because that's a question. You're with the Chantry?
Are you with the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
Nice crossbow. I like that. Pleased to meet you.
It's good to meet you, Varric.
You may reconsider that stance in time.
Aw, I'm sure we'll become great friends in the valley, Chuckles.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
Solus. Solus. So you see him pretty early on in the game as well. So that must be nice. Stug muffin. So you know about the mark?
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well-versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
Okay. And when this is over?
And what will you do once this is over?
One hopes those in power will remember who helped, and who did not. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
Ah, the bow.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
She didn't actually, did she? This way? This way. Did she actually say what way? Where is she? Oh, we can jump over things. Of course we can. I forgot about that. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I worked it out within 2 seconds. To control other. Oh yeah. Look at me. I'm Solus. Of course. Do you see Cassandra's health bar? Yeah. Right. That's scarred. Okay. Gotcha. How does it work? Does it lose a bar at a time, or it wears off? Okay. I guess I'll just have to see how it works. Basically extra hit points. Okay. You've got a floating Solus now. Well, in tactical camera. Oh, so that's the overview camera. That's what that means. Okay. Use W, Q, S, and E, or hold down it, or it, to scan the battlefield. Use tab to cycle through targets. Nice. I suppose because I'm paused.
Demons ahead.
Glad you brought me now, Seeker?
So can I? Oh, I can't go over there. Okay. Nine. Yes. So. Just attacking her. So it didn't die. Ideally, you go into stealth when you go in for an attack. Rogues aren't meant for direct assault. They're better stealthy and backstabbing. They do more damage that way. So really, I should. So I should be using her for the slicey dicey. That's healing potion. Gotcha. loot.
You are dead, but clearly away from the rest of your clan. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
I have wandered many roads in my time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
Oh, mid flight conversation options.
Silence them.
Wait.
As you wish.
Oh. Okay. That. What? I didn't know it would be like, you're not talking. Good to know. Go this way. I don't want to go this way, I want to go there. Follow the map.
Are you doing all right? So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Okay, I do. The one thing I wish they'd have is either have like the name for the subtitles like they did in Mass Effect, or have the text over their heads like they do in Dragon Age 2. Okay.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly! They keep coming! Help us!
Disrupting a rift with your mark will cause damage to nearby. So hang on. Then I can use her to
Hurry! Use the mark!
level up. Your character has leveled up. This increases your health and stats automatically and rewards you one ability point. Press P to open the character record to see your abilities.
The rift.
Okay. Double daggers. Archery. Ooh. And me. Sabotage. Subterfuge. Experts in these talents are masters of misdirection, whether leaping to safety, disappearing into shallows, or tricking enemies and slashing. Sabotage. Archery. Double daggers. We'll stick with double daggers. Each ability tree contains active abilities, upgrades, and passive abilities. Active abilities have diamond-shaped icons. They can be mapped to your hotbar and then used in combat. upgrades are attached to an ability and make it stronger. Passive abilities have circular icons and are permanent boost to your character that are always active. When you have ability points available, click an ability or upgrade to learn it. You can only learn abilities connected to the root of the ability tree or connected to an ability you've already learned. Press escape to go back to the ability tree list and browse other ability trees. Flank attack. You leap through shadows to attack your foe with deadly strikes that hit them from behind. Okay.
Go on. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We're clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Supply cache. Ugh. Supplies replenished.
I have caused trouble.
You? Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Isn't closing the breach the more pressing issue?
You brought this on us in the first place! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Fast but indirect soldiers will act as distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed. Wait! It shows the text. Fast but indirect soldiers will act as distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed sooner, but there may be casualties. Careful sustained assault. Soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts in the pass may be lost. So it tells you the possible results. You're asking my opinion?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark.
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own...
Well, casualties is better than death, basically, right? So go fast but indirect. Take the mountain path.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
reach the temple through the mountain path. So up the ladder we go.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Loot. Shadow essence taken. Dreamer ranks. Loot. Fennec fur. Loot. Loot. Loot.
Guess we found the soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
True that.
I'm leaving that to our elven friend here.
Lady Cassandra! Lieutenant, you're alive.
Just barely.
Yeah, mouse, hello, where are you?
as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. He insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
Well... It's worth the risk if it helps.
It was worth saving you, if we could.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once. Quickly, let's move!
Like how
The
it's
path
like,
ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes.
like how it's like solar. Slightly.
Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
Where is this ladder? Here? Yes. Ouch. So you can fall down. Good to know.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
We shall indeed.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Doesn't seem to be anything around here. We've got a helmet, okay.
Breach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Alright, find a way down to...
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
I shouldn't do that because it hurts.
that was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run while you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
Do it.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready! We must strip its defenses, wear it down. Quickly, disrupt the rift. The demon is vulnerable. Now! More coming through the rift!
5 team members, that's good. I wasn't. The mouse keeps going out of time.
Now! Seal the rift! Do it!
Of Heaven. Okay. Oh, that's a nice candle. Flame.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Where am I?
Is this another prison?
No. I mean, I don't think so.
Then where am I? Tell me.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So we're safe?
And the danger is over?
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Right then. Discovered Haven, Frostback Mountains. Ah, okay. Remember the Frostback Mountains? Armor of the Dragon. Okay. So put that on. Wait. Ooh. So what have we got for weapons? Did we pick anything else up? Dagger of the Dragon. Okay. Accessories. Amulet. Crafting materials, valuables. Okay. There's no junk thing as such this time. Elf fruit. Vain hope someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy, shallow breathing. Pulse over fast, not responsive. Pupils dilated. Mage says his scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here, just in case.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste. Why did Lady Cassandra have him in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
So we need to go this way.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard he was supposed to close it entirely. Still, that's more than anyone else has done. Still a lot of rifts left all over it. Little cracks in the sky.
He can feel those though. The Herald of Andraste.
Day 3. Less thrashing. Some response to stimulus. Vitals seem solid. 2 attempts to fuck so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. Will to work to save his life, and will they just execute him? Will inform Lady Cassandra expect him to wait before the morn.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Chant for the departed. Light small need for safety. Through the paths of the world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker fires her water. As the moth sees light and goes toward flame, she should see fire and go towards light. The veil holds no uncertainty for her. And she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be a beacon and her sword, her foundation and her sword. What? Did I misread that? The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. For so long as men have dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart, always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Devinter Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all the Fade is a constant flux. The Imperium succeed in finding the disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloguing a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits dwell there, however, can, and as the Chantry teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events, which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the world's worst thoughts and fear of mortals, and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life.
Have you gone completely mad? He should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
Hi.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So I'm still a suspect?
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did?
You absolutely are.
No, he is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
Well, you believe I'm innocent?
So you've changed your mind about me?
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
The Inquisition of old?
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
What about the Chantry?
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
And what if I refuse?
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
You want a holy war?
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
Okay. I want to help.
If you're truly trying to restore order.
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Inquisition. Nice. I need to go to the loo, so be right back a second. Trust you to come back just as I go BRB to the loo quickly. Oh, so... Oh, I like how they actually show you what these things are. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome back. All good? I'll show you where people are as well. Should we go talk to Solas? See, I'm doing the thing.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Light now for the Herald of Andraste, telling what he did?
It's far too soon to consider anything like that.
I was talking with a friend who said there used to be a verse about an elf in the Chant of Light.
No, that's not true. I'm sorry, but that doesn't mean the Maker loves you any less.
Solas. How's it going, buddy?
The chosen of Andraste. The blessed hero sent to save us all.
Sounds dashing. I'm not a hero.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant.
Alright, Solas.
I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
You study ancient ruins?
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
How can you sleep there?
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
Well, that's valuable.
I imagine you find some amazing things in there, alongside all the demons.
Exactly. It is occasionally dangerous, yes, but more often it's just sad to see what has been lost. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there, at least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra will protect you.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
I do really like how it does do the whole. I know I said this already, but I really like it. The whole. Solas approves. Solas slightly approves.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You think it survived?
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Okay, well, I agree.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
You just click leave conversation, that's cool. Tell me about the elves.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
Proudly.
Yes, I am. The Dalish are the best hope for preserving the culture of our people.
Our people. You use that phrase so casually. It should mean more. But the Dalish have forgotten that, among other things.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade. I have seen things they have not.
Well, teach other elves.
Fine, you think we're terrible. What about the alienages full of elves who aren't Dalish?
Why? What would it benefit some poor man in a Ferelden alienage to learn that his ancestors strode the land like gods? It would only make him bitter, or inspire him to take a foolish risk and get himself killed.
You've decided his reaction for him.
Perhaps I have. If you have questions and believe the answers will help, ask.
Tell me about the ancient elves, then.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
What else?
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Tell me about elven magic.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. Legacy from when elves were immortal.
Special. What does that mean? Special. Oh. So it's just like special, special conversation points. Okay. Was immortality due to magic?
Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
Sometimes if you have to plus certain checks, you can also ask special questions. Like as an elf, you may ask questions about elves. Okay. What about blood magic?
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
He is right though, like, it does only matter how it's used. Like, yeah. I don't mind blood magic.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
I like this this feels much more Mass Effect-y. I like it. I didn't ask about the city elves yet, did I? Tell me about the city elves.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
I know. But think about it, I played like 250 hours of Mass Effect in about 2 months. So you know. True, I guess. Hang on. So I want to check now. 62 hours. 33. Yeah, almost 100. It's been about 2.5 weeks. Almost 3 weeks since I started playing. Tell me more of the Dalish.
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the Divine's meeting. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they live. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely with humans, and some have disappeared entirely into the forests.
All things and all convos are important for the story, by the way, much more so than in Dragon Age Origins and 2. Okie dokie, thank ya.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
By the way, the leave conversation option and the goodbye option, do they both end conversations in exactly the same way, or does the leave one just let you walk off without saying
now,
bye?
We just need to be careful not to do anything rash. The Chantry might yet forgive us.
Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard the story of King Bedwyr? Is it Bedwyr? No idea, I'm not rude. So you've not tried it. Okay. Like most kings, was a man of great pride and expected nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects. He believed the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. He cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and unrestrained use of contraption referred to as the Maiden. The Maiden was a hinged iron casket, as high and wide and deep as a man, with vicious spikes within, meant to pierce through the poor soul locked into it. Otherwise, Maiden was a prized possession and stood in a place of honor in his throne room. Sounds horrible. Often with a screaming victim inside, Often with a screaming victim inside. You're off to bed already? Okay, fair enough. Political rivals, suspected assassins, treasonous ministers, the Maiden consumed them all. It's 11. You're normally up a bit later these days, aren't you? Political rivals, suspected assassins, treasonous ministers, the Maiden consumed them all. But as time passed, more people were given to the Maiden more increasingly trivial offences. The cook for oversalting the king's food, the page boy for dropping his sword. Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and its people prayed for deliverance from their cruel king. Then one day a strange woman rode into the city. She called herself Ember, and was a missionary from a far-off land. Her leaders had heard, she said, of Bedouin's wisdom and authority, and she sought the king's counsel. The thought that he had earned the adulation of brother kings across the sea made Bedouin swell with pride, and he granted Ember an audience. They dined and danced, and through it all, Ember flattered and fawned the king. At the end of the night, Ember asked to see the maiden, the infamous device that had given Bedouin all his powers. The king, giddy with praise, proudly presented Ember with the empty contraption. Ember looked at the maiden, sighed with disappointment, and said, "That does not look terrifying at all. I should have imagined the spikes to be much sharper." Bedouin grew red at her comment and replied, "The spikes are sharp enough. Look at the blood that still clings to them." "But it is so small," said Ember. "Are only children and women its victims?" Bedouin grew redder still and replied, "Well, of course not. The maiden has devoured many men." Ember shook her head and said to the king, "I do not believe it. Surely no warrior could fear this thing. A man like yourself, tall and muscled, would not fit within." The king laughed and saw a way to prove the merit of the maiden to Ember. "I will show you how easily a man like myself could fit," he said, and with that he stepped into the device. The Ember was waiting, and no sooner had Bedouin squeezed himself into the iron casket than Ember slammed it shut on him. Ember took the maiden, with the screaming Bedouin inside, through the castle and down into the city, and people finally free from the king's tyranny. Cheer and dance to the singing that echoed through the streets until Bedouin was dead and it finally stopped. A tale often told in the Singing Maiden Tavern.
Forgive us. We have the Herald of Andraste. He was sent by the Maker himself.
Some people have trouble believing. Speak only the word.
Oh, it does show you your route. That's quite cool. I like that. Wasn't what's his name around? Oh, he's here, right next to me. Varric, hi.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Well, too many people died up there.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
We need to close the breach.
The breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Huh. Is that it, Barrett?
Need something?
I have questions about Hawk.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
What happened to Anders?
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
Where are Hawk's friends?
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's little sister is in the Free Marches, helping some of the other survivors from the Kirkwall Circle. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Nice, I like that. It tells you about all the people.
Need something?
I have questions about Hawk.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
I don't think I've seen his fate made sense.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
Alright.
Carry on.
What other conversations do we have? I have a personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Where are you from?
Are you from Ferelden? Or Ley?
Free Marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
How do you know Cassandra?
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Tell me about the crossbow.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. I got her off a guy in Darktown. Took me a week to pry his dead fingers off the stock.
Why Bianca?
Who's she named for?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Right, and what do you do?
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant.
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
Okay. Well, that's all for now.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Okay. Report to the Chantry. No, where is the Chantry? Back down there.
Too many wounded, and not enough bandages to go around. Start tearing up shirts.
Does it trouble you?
Where does it come from?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, And Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the Mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
You have an idea?
Clearly you have something in mind.
We do. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven.
You just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Impressive titles.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your Mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that Mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I did it.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Could we be attacked?
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Alright, I'll talk to her.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
The war table allows you to apply the power of Inquisition through Orlais and Ferelden. Mother Giselle is in the hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side of the table. Conquered by Orlais, torn by civil war, ravaged by the Fifth Blight, Ferelden is no stranger to hardship. With the Veil weakened, the land is more turbulent than ever.
You were saying something about... Cullen?
No, Fritz.
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Known for its culture of extravagant nobility, yet also as the birthplace of the Chantry, Orlais is the most powerful human nation in Thedas. Musician can unlock new areas for you to explore through scouting operations. Perform the scouting operation for the hinterlands on the Ferelden side of the war table now. The Giselle was last seen in the hinterlands outside Redcliffe, tending refugees who fled the fighting between renegade Templars and apostate mages. The latest report suggests that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It is vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. It'll be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Okay. Would you like to gather your party and venture to the hinterlands now? Venture forth. Confirm. Right.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Okay.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
You've heard stories about me?
I'm starting to worry about these stories that everyone's heard.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. They only say you're the last great hope for Thedas.
Oh, wonderful.
The hinterlands are as good a place as any to start fixing things. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Okay, let's go. Clear threats at the crossroads.
I've news, sir.
Report?
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Really? If you have news, then say the news.
Watch your step. Mother Giselle ought to be around here somewhere.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Bastard.
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
I think I'm starting to get used to this.
Be ready. More coming our way.
We are victorious once more.
Nice.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
You asked for me?
I'm told you asked for me.
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
Do you support the Chantry?
But don't you stand with the rest of the Chantry?
With no divine, we are each left to our own conscience, and mine tells me this. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
Appeal to them?
You want me to appeal to them?
If I thought you were incapable, I wouldn't suggest it.
Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
You sure?
So I show up, say hello, show them the mark on my hand.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us or destroy us. I will go to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Right. We're actually going to save there and finish
Corporal
with this
Vale
evening.
is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Because I need to try and get some sleep because I'm really tired. I haven't been sleeping properly. I don't know when the next stream will be. Hopefully it won't be too long away. But until then, see you guys next time. Bye.